Welcome to the Passive Income Ideas Podcast, brought to you by AmazonSecrets.net, and your host, Matthew Beju, the only reliable, trusted source online for creating passive income online.
Welcome to episode 4, and in this episode I am extremely excited because today I'm going to be covering with you the 4 ways to profit from Amazon. And of course, I'm going to give you the number 1 recommended way that I believe that you should approach Amazon if you choose to use Amazon as a vehicle to create profit for you and your family online. So I'm going to be covering the 4 ways to profit from Amazon. And then at the end of this podcast, I actually have a very big announcement. And so you're going to want to stay tuned till the very end, because if you've ever wanted to build a serious income online where you could potentially generate multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures passively, like several of our students have already done, you are going to want to stay tuned till the very end. And so let's get straight into it. So the first way that I'm going to be covering for you to profit on Amazon is with a strategy called retail arbitrage. Also, another form of retail arbitrage would be online arbitrage. They're virtually the same thing. The difference between the two is that, traditional retail arbitrage is offline. Online arbitrage is obviously online. So what exactly is arbitrage? Arbitrage is where, for example, and you'll see a lot of people talking about this online, where they'll tell you that to build your Amazon business, you should go to your local Lowe's, Home Depot, Target, dollar stores, things like this, Walmart, and look for clearance sales. And, they'll teach you to purchase a scanner and scan every item as you walk down the aisle in these stores and look to see if there's opportunities to purchase them retail from these stores and then resell them on Amazon. And this is what they call arbitrage. And online arbitrage is the same thing, where you'd maybe go to Walmart.com or Target.com or these different online retailers, massive retailers obviously, and they will look for clearance sales again and different deals. And so this process is definitely a good way to generate profit with Amazon. The problem with retail arbitrage and online arbitrage is, number 1, it's extremely time consuming. Number 2, if you're doing retail arbitrage where you're driving around your local city to these stores, it could be very time consuming. And let's just say that you find a really good deal on a product and it makes you, $5,000 or $10,000 in a month or 2 months, whatever. But the problem is that it's not predictable. You can't say, okay, that was a success. Let me go back out and I'm going to go and purchase another 500 units of this product, because you can't guarantee you're going to go find another clearance sale for that particular product. And so that's one of the things, is that this process is a grind. It's extremely time consuming. And another thing, when you compare this to the other options that I'm about to go over with you, specifically the 4th option I'll be covering on this podcast, which is private labeling, the margins that you're working with, to make a 6-figure income, you're going to need to have a pretty decent sized bankroll in order to produce a solid income. If you only have a couple grand that you could invest for retail arbitrage, you're literally probably only going to be able to make a few $100, because the margins are very, very tight. But it's an easy way for you to make money quickly. It's pretty much, guaranteed once you find the right deals, if you know how to do your research correctly, because you're selling brand name products that already exist. Generally, they're big brand names, and so when you find these deals, the products will sell quickly. But again, those are some of the pros. But again, the cons, it's not scalable, it's not predictable, and it's a grind. You can never have a passive income with retail arbitrage, unless, of course, you build a team and you hire people to go out there and do all of the grunt work for you. Then, of course, you can get this to a point where it's more passive, but it's just more of a grind. So that's retail arbitrage. And again, in a nutshell, it's where you're finding deals online or offline of brand name products, and you check the product rank, the bestseller rank on Amazon, and number one, make sure it sells well. And number two, you want to make sure that after all the fees and you see what it sells for, you want to make sure there's margins for you. So, that is retail arbitrage. Now, the second way that I'm going to talk about for you to profit from Amazon is you can actually become an Amazon affiliate. And if you go to Amazon.com and you scroll to the bottom of Amazon.com, you'll see a link that says become an affiliate. And when you become an affiliate, pretty much the way this works is let's just say you could go find any product. When you become an affiliate, any product that is active on the Amazon catalog, you can promote that product with your affiliate ID. So let's just say, for example, there's a popular camera that comes out, or a popular TV that's coming out that has some new technology. People are doing a lot of research on it, looking for reviews on it, looking for reviews on a new camera, whatever. And again, I'm just giving you those two examples, but the way it works is let's just say you rank a video for, Sony 70-inch Sony TV, 4K, something like that, or 1080p, whatever. It doesn't really matter. LED, you type in the type of TV, review with a review next to it, and you could rank that video review on page 1 of YouTube, which, by the way, just to let you know, we do teach you actually how to do that. If you want to learn more about how you can market online and grow your businesses and drive traffic, you can go to AmazonSecrets.net and you can get our free video report. And we send a lot of free training with absolutely no strings attached that go all into that stuff. But either way, if you could rank a video, let's just say on page 1 of YouTube or Google, that's reviewing this TV, and then you say, if you want to buy this TV, in the link, you can buy this on Amazon actually. Click the link in the description. I put a link for you where you could purchase this TV on Amazon. They click that link, they go buy the TV for $1,000, and you'll make a $100 commission or $150 commission. So that is Amazon affiliate. Very simple, very straightforward. You don't need to carry inventory, you don't need to buy any products. You're simply just doing the marketing, and you're connecting people with products on Amazon. And by being the middleman and driving that traffic and connecting that prospect into a buyer by making a video or a blog post, however you get them to Amazon. A lot of times, for example, you may notice how if you've done research on Google, you'll see a review site that have a review of all these different brand names of a particular product. Let's just say you're looking for garden shears or pruning shears, something like, a garden tool even. You'll see ads on Google that when you click on them, they'll have 10 different product recommendations that you could purchase all on Amazon, and they all have their affiliate links. So no matter which one the viewer purchases, if they purchase any one of them, they'll generate a commission. So that is, one way people drive traffic will be through Google ads. You could do it through blog posts, YouTube ads, YouTube videos, Facebook ads, etc. Or if you have an audience, if you have, for example, how, my partner and I, we have 2 podcasts that rank extremely high on iTunes. We have an audience, for example. So when you have an audience of people that are following you or listening to you, that's another way you can connect people if you were to do something like affiliate marketing or Amazon affiliate marketing, right? But that applies just in general when you have a big audience or a big email list, of people that are following you. It's not hard to promote other products that they may also be interested in, and then you can get an affiliate commission for recommending that product. So that is the second way to profit from Amazon. The third way that you could profit from Amazon is you can become an Amazon vendor. Now, this is for people who have their own product, their own brand. So you could private label your own product, for example, and then instead of selling it yourself, where you're doing, you still, even as an Amazon vendor, you still got to do the marketing, but you can actually sell the product to Amazon in bulk. So they'll buy, for example, 500 units or 1,000 units from you, and then they'll sell it on Amazon. And the problem with that is that when you're an Amazon vendor, you don't have as much control of the listing. You can't control the price. They ultimately determine how much your product will sell for. And so a lot of times it could kill your margins, but some people like it because they're selling in bulk to Amazon. They feel secure with that, but you're probably not going to make as high of a margin as an Amazon vendor, but it's definitely an option. It's just not the option that we go with. And so that's another option where you could essentially sell your brand in bulk directly to Amazon, and then Amazon will resell your product, and the product will be sold by Amazon rather than being sold by your company. So that's the third way to profit from Amazon. And the fourth way, and this is definitely, I saved the best for last, and I might be biased, but this is how my partner Mike and I have now, as of making this podcast here, we have done over $708,000 in the last 13 months on Amazon, and we're working between 40 to 50% margin, so you could do the math. But it's just been a really good ride for us, and so we're really excited to share this with you, what has given us the freedom, not just the financial freedom, but the time freedom. We already have been very fortunate that we've had financial freedom now for many years because of online marketing, but Amazon has given us that time freedom. And honestly, I don't know if you have kids, or for you listening right now to this show, you may be married. I don't know if you're single. I don't know if you have kids. I don't know what your deal is, but time is more important than money, especially if you have a family. You want to have that time freedom where you could live your life by design. Who cares if you're making, $200,000-300,000 a year if you have no life, right? You got to also have balance and have the ability to travel when you want, do the things you really enjoy doing that make you happy, and time freedom allows you to do that. But of course, you need financial freedom as well. So private labeling, let's just get into it. So private labeling is simple, and this is what we actually teach our students in our inner circle, and this is what has enabled, again, us to generate over $708,000 in the last 13 months alone as of shooting this podcast. And so the way private labeling works is very simple. You, number one, identify a product that is selling well on Amazon. It could be something like a picture frame. It could be a stainless steel straw. It could be a coffee mug. It could be a pacifier. It could be a baby bib. It could be, a dog toy, a cat toy. It could be supplements. It could be barbecue accessories, fishing supplies, bike accessories. And it doesn't really matter. Kitchen products, home and kitchen, outdoors, anything. With private labeling, and this is what we teach you, is how to first identify these types of products that sell well on Amazon. So again, let's just use the picture frame as an example, or a barbecue grill cover. We see, okay, on Amazon, these are selling for, on average $30-40 a piece, these barbecue grill covers. And so what we want to now do is say, okay, number one, we know they sell well, okay? We know that it's not saturated based on analyzing the competition, which again, we teach you how to do it. If you want to learn more about how to do this, you can go to AmazonSecrets.net and you can get our free video report and check that out. So either way, once you've determined that it sells well, you can get your foot in the door. The only thing you got to do next is see if you could find that product 5 to 10 times cheaper than what it sells for on Amazon, and see if you could get that product with at least 30 to 50% net profits. And the way you do that is, number one, if it sells for $30, you pull up the FBA calculator, write that down. If you're not able to write it down, take a mental note and write it down. If you're listening to this in your car, it's the FBA calculator, F for Frank, B-A calculator, and you can Google that tool, and you can type in the product that you're interested in checking out what the fees are. And then once you've determined the fees, you now know how much your gross profit is, And so now what you need to do is you need to see what your cost is. So you begin the sourcing process where you can go to sites like madeinchina.com or Global Sources. You can go to Alibaba.com, and you now got to start finding manufacturers. And then if you find that product, let's say you find a manufacturer that they're manufacturing barbecue grill covers for $6, $7 a piece. You can sell them for $30, $40 a piece. All of a sudden, you know you potentially have a winner. And so you private label that product. You put your own label, your logo. You put a barcode on it. You stick it on Amazon. The next step is you got to obviously know how to market that product. And again, private labeling, this is the way to go. Why is it the way to go? Because when you pick the right product, you might say, I have no idea how to pick the right product. And guys, like I said, at the end of the podcast, I have a big announcement. And that is that right now, we are actually filling up a brand new group of Inner Circle members. And we're going to be taking a small group of students that we're going to be selecting. And it's not something you could just buy your way into. It's by application only. And again, if you don't believe that, you could definitely do your research and see if there's any way you could just buy your way in. I could promise you it is by application only. And the reason is because the people that we work with in our Inner Circle, we're going to be actually doing live coaching with you for 12 weeks, where we're going to do live coaching calls once a week, plus my business partner and I, and it's not boasting, but we are 2 7-figure earners, and we're going to be giving you direct access to us for 12 weeks where you have unlimited support Monday through Friday. So number one, we want to make sure that you are the right fit and that you're actually in position to build this business. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We're not looking for people that are, wishy-washy or looking for, some magic pill where you just push buttons and get rich. This does take hard work. But I'm telling you now, guys, if you want to get into the private labeling business, this is the only way I know of where you could build true passive income, because we teach you how to pick the right product. We teach you how to source the product. We actually have a team in China that we connect you with that works exclusively with our Inner Circle. So we're going to connect you with our team in China, and you're going to have your own eyes and ears on the ground. So you're going to be able to source these products. We're going to help you pick the products that sell well. We actually also have a product sourcing coach for our Inner Circle members where they will help you pick your first product. So that problem's solved. Then we're going to help you market it. We're going to show you how do you rank that product on page 1 of Amazon. How do you get the reviews? You might be saying, yeah, but I get it on page 1. How am I going to get reviews? We have a Inner Circle group where they will actually help you promote your product, where you could launch it, and they will actually support you, and they are more than willing to purchase your product and test your product, and they will check your product out. That's what they do to support each other, and that's one of the huge benefits of our Facebook Mastermind group as well. So guys, we really have everything in place to help you succeed in our Inner Circle. The only downside is that it's limited. Unfortunately, we can't work with everybody. And so if you want to learn how we took our private label business on Amazon from zero to over $708,000 in the last 13 months, I encourage you to apply for this opportunity. It's a limited time. And again, once we max out our group, that's it. And it's not a marketing ploy. Just be logical, guys. There isn't enough time in the day. And whenever we announce this, being that, again, you may have heard my business partners podcast as well, but we have 2 podcasts that are top 10 in business, and it's not boasting, even though it might sound like it is, but we just get so many people that inquire for our Inner Circle, and we have to turn a lot of people down. We can't work with everyone. So if you're serious about this, if you want to learn how you could start your own private label business on Amazon, how you can work 1 to 2 hours per day and build a part-time business, and it's not just the money, it's the time freedom. This can help you build a retirement. It can help you set up, college funds for your children, or maybe even your grandchildren. Whatever your goals may be, maybe you want to be able to give back more to your community or your church or whatever groups you may be involved with that you're passionate about. I don't know what it is exactly that excites you. Maybe you want to travel more. But again, when you have passive income and you have time freedom with financial freedom, it changes everything. And it's not just about making money. And we really want to give to you what this business has given to us, which is not just financial freedom, but it's the time freedom. And if you have the 1 to 2 hours a week or 1 to 2 hours a day that you could put into this business, if you have an open mind, if you're teachable, if you have resources, again, this business, it's going to obviously take money to make money. You know, you can't build this business with no money, unfortunately. This is not something that, you know, where you see these guys touting you can make all kinds of money with no money. That's always nonsense, and they're generally preying on your hopes and dreams when they say that. This actually takes money to make money, but if you've got the resources, I'm telling you now, you cannot get better ROI from anything that I know of. And again, I might be biased, but I've tried a lot of things, and if you can get better ROI, you know, I'm very open-minded. You know what I mean? So if there's something you know of that's out there that is the risk is as minimal as it is with this, with such a high reward and such a high, well, not even a high ceiling. There is no ceiling with this business. You know, so if you really want, if you have something that you know of, I'll check it out, because I'm telling you now, this is, in my opinion, I believe it is the easiest way to build a business online, and not just any business, but a passive business that gives you time freedom and financial freedom, where you could be with your family more, travel more, you know, you want to pay off debt, get a bigger home. Again, I don't know what your goals are or what your why is. You know, for me, I wanted to be able to spend more time with my family and my 3.5-year-old boy. And I love being able to pick him up, take him to school. I don't miss any of the school events that he has. I haven't missed one event, and I never have to miss an event because I have time freedom, and I could build this business around my schedule, and I don't have to rely on a boss that tells me when to clock in or when I could take time off. And, you know, what's so good about this business is we could take a month off, 2 months off, and we have everything in place now where it runs passively. And even the tasks that we have to put an hour a day into, we can easily outsource it if we want, but we love this business, and so we still spend the hour to 2 hours a day on the business. But that's because we love it and we're passionate about it. It's not because we have to. And so that's all, guys. I know I'm kind of going on, but listen, if you would like to start private labeling, I just went over the 4 ways to profit from Amazon. Private labeling is what has led us to go from zero. And again, you might be saying, I have no clue what to do. I don't have a product. I'm brand new. I don't know marketing. Forget all of that stuff. That is all irrelevant, because the only reason why you're not building a 6-figure income online or on Amazon right now is you don't have the knowledge. But if you have the drive, if you have the time, if you have the resources, we can give you the knowledge. And so I encourage you to go to AmazonSecrets.net and apply, fill out an application for our inner circle. And if you're really, really serious, don't just fill out an application. After you submit your application, call in and actually call into our offices and speak with either myself, my partner Mike, or you'll get to speak to one of our 6-figure coaches that will reach out to you and see if you're a good fit and if we're a good fit for each other. So go ahead, fill out an application, go to AmazonSecrets.net. Really do hope that you enjoyed this episode of the 4 ways to profit from Amazon. And again, they are all excellent ways. They can all give you financial freedom, but the only one that's going to give you true financial freedom and time freedom, that's going to give you the ability to scale, that's predictable, that is, again, scalable, and something that you can rely on, that's going to be a reliable long-term income and short-term income. It's private labeling, and again, that's what we believe, at least. So that's all for now. We'll see you in episode 5, and in the next few episodes, I'm really excited, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share with you guys some of the interviews, some of the case studies of our students, where my business partner interviewed a few of our success stories. And so I'm really excited to share with you some of these students' success stories that are now doing up to $1,000 per day in their business. And again, their results are not typical. I am not implying that you're going to make any money from this. Again, you got to take massive action as well and do what they did. But I am going to tell you this, their stories are inspiring. They started from scratch. and some of them are already doing up to $1,000 per day now in their Amazon business. So over the next couple episodes, I'm going to be sharing some of these stories where my business partner Mike interviews some of these case studies. So make sure that you stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you download this episode. Share it with anyone that you care about, that you know maybe needs help, or they're looking for ways to get time freedom. Again, you might know people that, again, they might be successful, but financial freedom is useless without time freedom. So anyone you care about, share this with them, because this information has completely changed our life. And our goal with this podcast is to get this information in as many people's hands that are just like you, that really have the desire, that are ready for change, that want to take action and build true passive income so they could live life by design and live life on their own terms rather than just living by default and doing the same thing every day, just praying for something to change. So if you're ready to make a change, go to AmazonSecrets.net and we will see you in the next episode. Take care, guys.
This show is brought to you by your host, Matthew Beju. Make sure you head over to AmazonSecrets.net right now to download his free video report for creating passive income on Amazon. Head on over right now.